Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Lydia Abdelmalek, who impersonated home and away actor Lincoln Lewis to catfish women, loses court appeal. A fantasist, who pretended to be an Australian soap star and catfished multiple women, convincing them to send her intimate photographs and ruthlessly stalking them, has lost an appeal against her conviction. Lydia Abdelmalek, 32, today appeared in the County Court of Victoria, which threw out the legal challenge against her conviction for crimes a magistrate previously called calculated and cruel. The victory is a significant one for prosecutors, who told the appeal judge that Abdelmalek, of Layla in Melbourne's northern suburbs, was a liar who had mercilessly hounded her victims with a soap opera cast of characters, including home and away star Lincoln Lewis. Today's verdict comes more than 3 years after Abdelmalek was initially found guilty of 6 stalking charges. Judge Claire Quinn said she rejected Abdelmalek's evidence, which she found inconceivable and farcical. Her account does not make sense, the judge said. I am satisfied the appellant was responsible for the stalking behavior, she said. I find therefore each of the charges proven. In another twist, Judge Quinn told the court that a phone seized at Abdelmalek's home during the appeal, in relation to another case, contained incriminating evidence. The court heard there was a wealth of material on the phone which supported the accounts provided by victims, including hundreds of texts and pictures to the women she stalked, intimate photos and Lincoln Lewis' real voicemail. Much of this material was not available at the time of the magistrate's hearing, Judge Quinn said. The enormity of this behavior could not be over-exaggerated. Family members and friends wept as the verdict was handed down in a packed courtroom. Abdelmalek did not react. She has now launched an appeal against her sentence, but has had her bail revoked and will be held in custody. One of Abdelmalek's victims waved as she was taken away by guards. Catfish victim thanks police today. One of Abdelmalek's victims, Jess, paid tribute to investigators and prosecutors. I can't thank them enough, she said. The Victorian police have just been amazing and supportive, and the whole prosecution team have worked tirelessly to get us this result. Now it is off the streets and hopefully off the keyboard and can't ruin anyone else's lives. She said she was taking things day by day. My life has been on hold for nearly 10 years, so I am not quite sure how that is going to look, but it is looking a lot better at the moment. Abdelmalek denies the evidence against her. The verdict comes after a lengthy and, at times, bizarre hearing which lasted close to a year and involved a kilogram of chocolate being tendered into evidence. Read more. In the dying days of her appeal, Abdelmalek took the unusual step of taking the stand and giving evidence in her own appeal, a move which is usually avoided because it opens up the accused to intense cross-examination. Prosecutors also played the 32-year-old recordings, taken by victims, of what appeared to be her own voice. That is your voice, isn't it? Prosecutor Angela Moran said. No, it is not my voice, Abdelmalek said. But it sounds identical to you, doesn't it? The prosecutor said. Not from my opinion, Abdelmalek said. Throughout the appeal, Abdelmalek professed her innocence and claimed that she was also the victim of a person pretending to be Lincoln Lewis, who had used her phone to extensively and ruthlessly stalk the women. But Ms. Moran said that was a pack of lies. I am telling you that I lived it, and that is exactly what happened, Abdelmalek said. Because you always tell the truth, Ms. Moran said. Oh, not always. I don't think everybody tells the truth 100%, Abdelmalek said. Emotionally vulnerable flight attendant targeted Abdelmalek's campaign of terror against Emma, an international flight attendant, started more than a decade ago. A former home and away star clashes with the lawyer of a woman who stole his identity to hoodwink her stalking victims, with a court being told that he feared the catfishing scandal could affect his career. Read more. In 2011, a few weeks after a bad breakup, Emma received a Facebook request from someone she believed to be Lincoln Lewis, an actor best known for his roles on Home and Away and Tomorrow When the War Began. Emma and the person behind the profile hit it off, and it was not long before things took a romantic turn, and the pair began sending each other intimate photos and videos. But the parameters of their supposed relationship soon began to gnaw at Emma. Every time they arranged to meet, there would be an excuse. It eventually raised enough doubts for her to contact an old friend who put her in touch with the actor. In September last year, the real Lincoln Lewis took to the witness stand.